This was supposed to be a game. Stark and Banner had turned a missing person case into a competition. First to solve it wins. Thor and Spider-Woman came along for the ride. It was meant to sharpen minds, test brilliance, celebrate being the best in the world. Now they are staring at bodies. The Avengers stand at the doorway of an Antarctic research station. Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Woman. Inside is not a lab anymore. It is a kill room. A scientist lies torn apart, blood smeared across steel and tile. Whatever happened here was violent, fast, and deliberate.
Would you like to say a few words?
I think maybe you should handle this part. You okay with that?
Aye.
Outside, in the snow, they bury the dead. No speeches, no jokes, just work. Stark reflects on the irony. A challenge meant to prove excellence has led them to a graveyard. Tony pulls Banner back inside. Classic Stark, feel later, work now. Inside the station, the tone shifts. Stark and Banner lock in. They study wounds, blood patterns, ruptured flesh. Stark notices something wrong. The damage is not external. The bodies look like something exploded outward, as if the victims were containers, incubators. Banner struggles to keep calm. He splashes water on his face, trying to slow his heart, trying to keep the Hulk buried. In his head, he compares it to managing an angry toddler. Constant vigilance, no mistakes. Stark connects the dots. The scientists were drilling into a prehistoric lake beneath the ice. Whatever killed them came up from below. He notices the pump system ties directly into the plumbing, the water. He turns just as the realization hits.
It's in the water! Don't drink the water!
Too late. Banner wipes his mouth. He drank it. The horror lands all at once. Thor and Spider-Woman rush in. Stark understands the nightmare scenario immediately. Bruce Banner, whose stress response is turning into a walking apocalypse, has just swallowed an ancient parasite that uses humans as breeding chambers. Carol checks in remotely. Stark delivers it clean and brutal.
Banner just swallowed a monster.
Cut to the sky. Captain Marvel and Captain America are in a Quinjet, chasing the missing scientist, Sergei. Carol pilots.
And Tony, I'm sorry about your game.
Meh, who needs fun? It was a dumb idea.
Little bit.
Would you please sit down and strap in?
Sorry.
They pick up a rogue cargo plane lifting off from Australia, heading north. That is their target. Inside the cargo plane, the villain reveals himself. Yun Guang Han stands calmly beside Sergei. He knows the Avengers are tracking them. He likes it. The pilot warns they are ordered to land. Cap and Carol switch plans when the plane refuses to respond.
Your compatriots at Camp Vostok. Once you were extricated, we left some crackers laced with the catalyst in their rations and connected the drill to the water supply. We needed evidence to confirm our theory.
How is that not murder?
When it's science. And frankly, if that's too much for your delicate constitution, you're going to want to close your eyes.
Han has his own answer to the Avengers. He opens the cargo bay. Mutated soldiers leap out without parachutes.
What are they?
Let's find out.
The monsters land on the Quinjet midair. Cap climbs onto the wing and fights them at 10,000 feet. He punches one and realizes they feel no fear and no restraint.
They're fighting at 10,000 feet and not registering.
I don't think they're human. For one thing, they're...
Too strew!
Carol struggles to keep the jet steady while Cap battles on the fuselage. Inside the cargo plane, Sergei finally understands what his employer is. Han confirms it. His soldiers gave up their lives long ago. They are resources, nothing more. The jet is tearing apart, and Cap calls for Plan B. Back on the helicarrier, Banner collapses. He is pale, sweating, growing.
Hell. Hela is behind this? She of the northernmost realms of the dead?
No, he means he's in hell. Like, it hurts. A lot. Poor guy.
No, the helicarrier.
Stark knows the clock is almost out.
He's got to change into the Hulk to keep from splitting in two. But once he does, there's not going to be any reasoning with a Hulk that's got a parasite in him that wants out. We've got to get him to the safe chamber on the helicarrier before he changes.
What if he changes en route?
Let's not let that happen.
In the sky, the fight worsens. Carol flips the Quinjet upside down, sliding the monsters off and throwing Cap onto the cargo plane instead. Carol sets the damaged jet down before it hits civilians. Cap re-enters the cargo plane alone, shield ready, surrounded.
I'm going in. Give me a timeline. How far are you?
Pretty far. Still looking for a safe place to put her down. Got one! You're on your own for a few more minutes.
Well, all right then. I'll make it work.
The fight turns brutal.
No. This is just more of the same. This isn't going to end well for anyone.
Sergei Sorokin.
Sergei holds a vial of prehistoric bacteria. Han taunts Cap, probing him about the super soldier serum, about legacy, about reproduction.
I don't care if your name is Teddy Roosevelt. I need you to put this plane down now. You two are...
Han refuses. He explains the vial contains billions of ancient organisms, the building blocks of life, a reset button for the universe.
That's the clay of new life. A clean slate for the universe. You follow? I have bottles and bottles of this stuff, and no compunction whatsoever in opening up one or two and seeding the clouds over Queensland.
Unless?
Unless you show yourself out. And if by some chance you survive the fall, tell the rest of the Avengers, my name is Yun Guang Han. I'm kind of a big deal.
This isn't over, Hen.
Cap does not blink. He jumps. Carol returns just in time, pulling Cap from the sky as the Quinjet explodes behind them. Cap trusts her without question. He always does. Meanwhile, aboard helicarrier, they move Hulk to containment. Stark arrives with a massive syringe, enough antibiotics to wipe out an entire outbreak. One chance, one shot. How do they give it to him? They do not. Spider-Woman will. She enters the cell alone as the Hulk fully emerges. Massive, green, in agony, roaring. She stands in front of him with the syringe, calm but terrified. To him, she is not a friend anymore. She is a threat. The bacteria is accelerating evolution inside him, turning survival instincts into paranoia and rage.
Not 24 hours ago, I was practically his pet. Now he sees me like this. A threat. Which is so far from the truth that my big green friend might actually be running for Congress. Poor thing's perspective got skewed by the 20-million-year-old bacteria reenacting evolution in his gut.
She understands him. Anyone would be furious in his place. She releases her pheromones, forces calm into the chaos, coaches him to breathe. It works, barely.
That's the way, big fella. That's it. Come to mama.
She injects him. The Hulk collapses. Cut to China.
Tony, it's Carol.
Capitan. Tell me you found Sergei, please.
We found him, but we had to let him go.
You what?
We abandoned pursuit. Cap will fill you in later.
Han returns to his hidden base in the cliffs. He reveals his true plan.
The Avengers will have tracked the plane.
Yes, a mini platoon of biologically superior beings headed right for our front door. Best part is, I didn't even have to pay shipping.
I don't understand.
No, can't say I'm surprised. You are not as bright as I'd hoped. The stem cell bacteria you were so excited about was supposed to allow me to grow my own super evolutionary army. An army I would then use to take my rightful place on the world stage and put forward my plan for humanity's survival in the coming apocalypse.
The Avengers were never obstacles. They were targets, the perfect hosts. Hulk's infection was intentional.
Whoever survives will be at my mercy. I'll capture and clone, and I will, at last, have my army. Who do you think it'll be? Hulk? Hulk's a good bet. Thor? Maybe Thor.
You can't clone a god.
How do you know, Sergey? Did you ever try? And why would you take a drink from someone you know wants to kill you?
What?
You drank the catalyst, Sergey.
He kills Sergey with the catalyst and prepares the trap. The Avengers arrive. They discuss about Han's plan.
There was a study on mice suggesting that certain intestinal flora ramp up survival instincts, control elements of personality, but the bacteria from Vostok overpowered their human hosts. You'd need
Captain America, Captain Marvel, Spider-Woman, Hulk, Thor.
oh no, superior hosts.
Water pours toward a village below, loaded with bacteria. 90 seconds. They split. The solution is brutal and necessary.
We have to drop the Hulk. He's already been infected. If anyone stands up,
I'm sorry, we what?
we're dropping the chamber to form a dam.
Like hell we are. He's still fighting for his life in there. We can't just...
Jessica, people are going to die. We have to do this right now.
He's not a thing. We don't throw him like a frisbee. He gets to choose. He didn't decide to become the Hulk. But he gets to decide what the Hulk becomes. You choose, big guy.
Hulk, choose! Avenger!
They drop the Hulk. He seals the flow with his body in containment chamber. Thor and Carol join him, freezing and removing the contaminated water. Teamwork, precision, trust, threat neutralized. Then the Avengers go to Han's hideout.
Han's here somewhere. Big as his ego is, he'll want to see all this himself.
Where's Papa, hot stuff?
There.
You think you've won. You may overpower this body, but you will never contain my mind. We are men of science, Mr. Stark. We meet on the battlefield of ideology. This is not over. The microbes have been released. You have done nothing but delay my inevitable.
With a brutal grip on his head, the Hulk threw him across the cave, where he smashed into the stone wall.
Sure looks like it's over to me.
Avengers, pal. We're kind of a big deal, too.
Morning settles over Avengers Tower like a pause between disasters. Inside the kitchen, the strangest breakfast imaginable is underway. Tony Stark and Bruce Banner sit with bowls of ice cream, debriefing as if this is normal. Bruce looks exhausted, not physically, something heavier. He carries the quiet weight of all the people they never managed to save. In his mind, the math never works out. Strength can stop monsters. Brilliance can stop machines. But none of it can stop fate. A virus can be smashed. Bad luck cannot. Good people still end up broken at the feet of men like Yun, and that truth presses down on him. Tony refuses to sync with him. He leans back into optimism like it is armor. He runs through the numbers, the charts, the trends. Fewer wars. Less violence. A world, slowly and imperfectly, crawling forward instead of back. He frames the Avengers as fighters who choose the battles they can win, not because they are naive, but because someone has to believe progress is real. Someone has to keep swinging. If that makes them hopeless optimists, so be it. At least one of them owns it.
You'd still show up and fight the good fight. You know why? Because I'm an irrepressible optimist? Because you're an Avenger. And Avengers don't limit themselves to fights they know they can win.
Then the room fills out. The whole team is there now. Steve Rogers stands firm and unreadable. Thor looks amused. Wolverine is already enjoying this too much. Spider-Man can barely contain it. Carol Danvers cuts through the moment and reminds them it is time to pay up. The wager was simple. Find Sergei first. They found him. Just not alive. By the strictest, cruelest reading of the rules, that counts as a loss. The punishment is legendary.
The bet! You lost. You owe us all one naked walk of shame from the tower to the Baxter building and back.
Tony protests, but it does not matter. Steve and Thor confirm the verdict. A vote is called. The team agrees. The motion passes. And then it happens. Hulk and Tony Stark step out onto a busy Manhattan street with absolutely nothing on. Civilization freezes. Tony waves at stunned civilians, clinging to dignity by his fingertips. Hulk grumbles, deeply unhappy with the idea that this moment might live forever online. Behind them, the Avengers trail along, fully dressed and completely merciless. Wolverine casually sips a soda, like this is the best parade he has ever seen. Spider-Man documents everything, phone held high, refusing to let history forget. At one point, he swings by upside down, snapping photos mid-air, turning the humiliation into performance art.
Say cheese!
The final beat lands the next morning on the front page of the Daily Bugle. The headline screams about naked justice. The photo says the rest. The article explains the fine for public indecency, the wager gone wrong, the city doing what it always does by turning chaos into a bill. It also notes that Tony matches the fine with a donation to the CDC, because of course he does. What starts as a friendly rivalry ends with bare skin on Broadway. If you want to see what happens next after the laughter fades, after the photos go viral, after Yun's plan starts moving in the shadows, the next video picks up right there. Hit like if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe if you want more deep, story-driven Marvel moments like this. And comment below, was this Tony Stark's worst idea or just his funniest mistake? Click the next video on your screen, because this story, it's very far from over.